The first interview of 2024, Bryan. Before we get into all that, if you like the content, hit that like and subscribe button. Also, follow us on our social media channels. We're at TheMandatory TKO. Bryan, the guy that we just interviewed, he has a fight coming up March 30th. He's on the co-main. It's Rolly Romero. Some people call him Rollies. But he joined us earlier today, and quite the interesting character.
Yeah, if you like the show, if you like our sort of interview style, which is a little bit different than probably you're used to, it was a fun interview. There's all the things that I like about interview. There's humor, there's detailed answers to some degree, and there's also awkward silences, which I enjoy leaning into. Rolly's a character. I think he's actually one of the only stars in the sport because he's one of the guys that provokes strong reactions out of people. Um, we asked him about Ismael Barroso because we talked about this on the show. He had some interesting answers. And he's fighting Isaac Cruz. And that's going to be March 30th. And I feel like that's going to be a little bit of a tougher fight than he expects, but I do think he can win that fight. And without further ado, here's Rolly Romero.
Welcome to the Mandatory. We got the one and only Rolly Romero joining us. He's got a big fight going down March 30th against Pitbull Cruz. And Rolly, we're not going to play around. We're going to get right into the nitty gritty. Before the fight was announced that you're going to fight Isaac Cruz, there was lots of talk that you were possibly going to be fighting Ryan Garcia. And actually, moments before you announced that you were going to be fighting Isaac Cruz, Ryan had tweeted, "I got to make this fight with Rolly happen." So what actually happened there, and how come that fight didn't go down?
They were fucking around, one, and two, it's like he over here acting like I need his ass. I don't need you. What the fuck? I'm champ. Who the fuck are you? You ain't do shit in your damn career. So yeah, I mean, there's that. Like, bro, how you gonna be calling shots if you have no authority to call shots?
Got you.
So
So,
he can fuck off. I do whatever the hell I want. I don't give a fuck.
so do you feel like this test with Pitbull Cruz is a little bit tougher than facing, say, a Ryan Garcia?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not a test, but I would say that that's the worst word, a bad word to really say, but because what has Pitbull Cruz done? He hasn't been champion. I've been champion twice. If anything, I'm testing him. But as far as like that goes, that he's a much more entertaining fighter, and yeah, he comes forward, he comes to fight. The other one runs around like a fucking turkey in high heels.
Rolly, a question for you off that. I feel like you're one of the more polarizing boxers in the sport. Like people have strong reactions to you that kind of love or hate you in either direction. Um, but I feel like in some regard that actually makes you one of the only stars that the sport has that people care about. Why do you feel like so many boxers have a hard time being a star in the sport?
The problem with boxing is me. I understand my fan base. I understand what my fan base wants.
Hmm.
They don't understand their fan base. They don't understand what their fan base wants. It all comes to like any kind of marketing. You gotta understand what your consumer wants. And if they want to see me without a shirt, they want to see me without a shirt.
And, and connecting with your fan base. Why?
My bad. I had that.
Why is that?
I look really good without a shirt right now.
Why is it that that's something that I guess was a focus for you coming up? Because it's something that it's a skill that you've developed early on in your career, where a lot of guys, if they figure it out at all, don't figure it out till
Early on in my career, or it was given to me naturally.
okay. So tell me about that.
Mm, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell you about how I am naturally. Some things you just can't teach.
So Rolly,
You,
obviously from your last fight with Ishmael Barroso, there was tons of controversy with that, right? So with that, how did you deal with that? Seeing all that on social media, because I know you're active on it at times. How is that for you mentally, and what can we expect from you in this fight?
um, I don't think there's ever been a fight that I've been in that hasn't had controversy one way or another. So I don't really give a fuck. I became world champion again, and that's all it is, you know. The dude is strong, but boxing.
What do you got
How
to
did
say
you
to the
how did you
haters? Yeah, what do you got to say to the haters that feel like um you didn't win that fight? Do you have any like
yeah.
message to the haters or anything like that?
I mean, I did win the fight. They stopped him. He didn't even contest that he got stopped. He was hurt early in that round. He got dropped, and he was fighting for his life in those last moments. And I still had another 3 rounds, another 45 seconds or so in that round to finish him. So we did him a favor. But at the end of it, though, as far as my haters go, keep buying my fights. Y'all making me money. Y'all making me relevant. Y'all making me famous. And y'all just enjoy. I'll tell you like this: Are they real haters? Because they're on the damn keyboard commenting all day, going to wars in my comment section over and over and over again. But when they see me in person, they want to take a picture. They're like, "Oh my, it's Rolly, bro, dude, I swear, they'd be like, Rolly, dude, I'm your big, yo, bro, dude, hey, man, dude, I want, bro, dude, hey, man, dude, are you really Rolly?" I'm like, "Yeah, so." They're like, "Bro, dude, I'm your bro. Can I get a picture? Babe, take this." And the chick's just sitting there like, "What the fuck's going on?" Right, babe, just take this picture. Bro, dude, I'm saying, dude, you got to get that fight. You got like, that's literally every single time. So are they really haters? Does that sound like a hater to you?
How many times has that happened to you in your career? That exact uh confrontation, if you want to call it that.
Daily, multiple times a day.
Daily?
If I go outside, it's a lot. It happens a lot. It's just it's crazy, and it's not in Vegas. It's everywhere. Man, I was in Bahamas. They don't even watch boxing in Bahamas, and I got stopped like 40, 50 times. Take
Mm.
pictures and all sorts of stuff, and I'm just like over there on a damn island and shit.
What do you think about, because speaking about Ryan Garcia earlier, he's posting and complaining about the ticket prices for the fight at Barclays Center. You fought at Barclays Center. He's complaining about the ticket prices and them being able to move these tickets. Do you have any advice on how he should sort of handle that
Wait, the
situation?
tickets are too high or too low?
Too high. He's saying they're too high. They need to be lower for the consumer.
Hey, I just know like the most expensive tickets when me and Tango were like were like somewhere in the realm between like $7,000 and $8,000. So I mean, if they can't move ticket prices, that's a problem on that. And who cares about that?
The cheaper seats for the fight are in the 300s in terms of prices, $300-$400 or something like that.
I mean, I wouldn't pay to watch Devin Haney.
Why is
So
that? You do you think he's a boring fighter?
I think the silence says it all.
Yeah.
So let me follow up with that. When it comes to the 140-pound division, Rolly, obviously you're a champion. You got the WBA. How would you rank the 140-pound division if you had to give your top five?
We got the person who can't sell tickets. We got the person that nobody has ever heard of, and we got Takeover Thursday. And then you got me, the most outspoken boxer in modern day history.
Who's the boxer that no one's
So,
ever heard of?
I mean, look up at the world titles. Who has world titles right now?
You talk about
Okay,
Super
Supergirl.
Is that his name? I don't even know his name.
You know his name, Rolly. Come on. I mean, you do because he's somebody that has to be on your radar, no? Don't you want to fight all of these guys? Or are you not that interested
I
in
have zero interest in any of them.
why is that? You don't want to unify?
Because I'm doing the most entertaining and dynamic fights, and I'm going to go for another entertaining and dynamic fight.
So if you could,
I'm 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 doing after this. I'm doing nothing but pay-per-views. That's
okay.
my plan.
So
I'm
what
doing
is
nothing.
so if I could get you to devise like a plan beyond Isak Cruz, what would that look like in a dream
No,
scenario?
no, 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 no. I pull out. I don't take no plan Bs.
No?
I'll be doing the plan B. I gotta pull out.
So when you talk about money fights, I know you want to do pay-per-views. There's a few other big names in the 140-pound
No, 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 no,
division.
no, 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 no. The pay-per-views ain't about the money. To me, it's not about the money.
It's about the entertainment.
It's about the entertainment for me.
Okay.
It's not about money. If it was about money, I would have went after money. We clearly see I didn't go after money. I went after being bigger star every single time. I bet on myself. I don't care about any. I trust myself. I'm gonna bet on my damn self always.
So in terms of you saying that, you didn't think, I guess, Devin Haney would be that much of an entertaining fight. I think you mentioned Teofimo Lopez as Takeover Thursday. Do you not feel like you and Teofimo would be a really massive fight? You guys are both entertainers. I think you guys can sell a fight. We know you could sell a fight.
Did you see that last fight?
You don't blame his opponent more than Teofimo Lopez in that instance?
You didn't see that last fight?
Does Jermaine Ortiz, in your eyes, get any blame for that last fight?
I mean, he lost. The only reason Jermaine Ortiz didn't win is because Jermaine, you when you champion, you got to beat the champion. That fight was a draw.
Yeah.
If not, Jermaine was winning.
We said the same thing, actually.
Yeah, yeah. If not, if Jermaine had the belt, Jermaine would have won.
Yeah,
Or if there was no belt and it was a vacant belt, Jermaine would have won.
I
No,
probably agree with that.
I,
Yeah.
I agree. I think it definitely was a draw. Well, we,
Oh,
we
oh, okay. The weird one. Takeover Thursday. No
in ter
ticket seller.
in terms of entertainment, we know you like to go all out and show out. Um, for this big fight that's coming up March 30th against Pitbull Cruz. For your entrance, have you already picked out your entrance song and anything like that? Are you gonna have a performer come out with you?
No, I, um, I, I don't know. I think about things like in the moment. I don't like planning things. I'm a very spontaneous person. I every time I plan something in my life, it just doesn't really go through. So I just don't plan things. I just work on what's available for me at that moment.
Well, in terms of this fight with you and Pitbull Cruz, what do you think will be the toughest part about facing him? Is it the fact that you guys are both powerful guys? We know he likes to come forward. What do you think will be the trickiest part about this fight?
I'm more worried about accidentally hitting him on the top of the fucking big ass head. He has this big ass fucking head. Oh, yeah, he has a big ass head. He has a big ass head. It's kind of hard to miss.
Have you
It's kind of hard.
compared your performance versus Tank against his performance with Tank in the lead up to this fight?
Tank had a broken hand when he fought Tribble. It was clear he had a broken hand. Tank says he can't punch, and Tank says I'm the hardest puncher he's ever been to ring with. So yeah. Tank got Pitbull Cruz on like a 4-week notice because he was originally supposed to fight me.
Yeah.
Tank knows if he would have fought me that day, he would have been out. But like I said, Tank's a tremendous fighter. Tank adjusted and Tank did what he did. That fight wasn't even close. Everybody was trying to say Tank and Pitbull wasn't even close.
Rolly, you talked about how you want your next fights on pay-per-view, and that's kind of what you're focusing on. When it comes to the sport, I feel like there aren't many pay-per-view boxers. Canelo's one of them. I would say Tank is one of them. And I think you believe yourself is one of them too. Is there anyone else in boxing that you think is a pay-per-view fighter?
Mm. Yeah, I'll move to 168 and fight Canelo. Yeah,
You would do that?
I would move to 168 and fight Canelo.
I mean, he needs an opponent.
I'll move to 168 and fight Canelo.
So I assume you would also move up to a lesser weight class and fight Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford's ugly.
But
But
would you fight him? Would you fight him,
him?
really? Looks aside, okay, take away the looks, but would you fight him?
Terence Crawford is ugly.
Okay, before we get up out of here, Rolly, who is the best looking boxer in the game right now?
Have you seen me without a shirt?
See, I knew you were going to say the shirt thing because that's how the interview started off. So it's a perfect way to end it off. We appreciate you joining us on the Mandatory, Rolly. Good luck on your fight at the end of March. We'll definitely be watching for you, and we appreciate your time.
Of course. I'll catch you.